The world we know as today is made up of faiths. Faith that keeps us sane and reliable on a belief. Religion nowadays have certain varieties and different beliefs, but they are all in the quest of provoking the same thing. In the end, it is all about teaching us the mystery of the universal truth.
With this, we can identify one of the earliest major world religion, the creation of Islam. The word Islam itself means submission or surrender in ultimate peace. Islam is a religion created 1,400 years ago in AD 570. It was formed in Mecca, Western Arabia. How it came to be is a long story.
Islam is considered to be created by Muhammad when the angel Gabriel came to him to speak the first revelation in 622 CE. He told Muhammad to stop worshipping pagan idols and accept the one true God, Allah. Muhammad listened and began to spread the words to the first Islams, his family.
Later, he fought many wars against the Meccans who refused to follow his teachings due to the fact that he spoke against their idols. He was persecuted for 10 years and therefore he and his followers went to Medina for shelter. There, they found several violent clashes at Badr and Uhud against the Meccans. In both those battles, the unequipped Muslims never lost, even with only 313 Muslim followers against the 1,000 well-equipped Meccans. The Meccans soon surrendered, and Muhammad and his fellow followers went back to Mecca to take over their city. Back in Mecca, Muhammad was able to change the mind of the Meccans. They began to believe in Allah and converted into monotheism. Well, that was the beginning of Islam's journey to spread across the world.
The Muslim community spread through the Middle East through conquest, and the outcoming growth of the Muslim state provided the ground in which the recently revealed faith could take place and flourish. The military conquest was inspired by religion, but it was also motivated by greed and politics. Around CE 1500s, the Muslim world extended to northern Africa, Eastern Europe, and the whole Middle East and India. Before that, Muslims were also able to control Spain and Portugal. Islam also conquered part of Ukraine and Central Asia and spread through Southeast Asia, especially Malaysia and Indonesia.
The man behind Islam's prosperity is Muhammad ibn Allah. He was born into the Quraysh clan, the most powerful and respected tribe in Mecca. As a lad, he was always religious, respectful, and trustworthy, which is exactly why he was given a nickname, Al-Amin, meaning the truthful one. Other than a great leader, there was also an important empire that arose. It was the Ottoman Empire that was founded by Osman I. It was established after Sultan Mehmed II conquered Constantinople, Istanbul today in 1453.
Although being a Muslim requires a lot of faithfulness, the Muslim must learn to respect the 5 pillars and several other practices and rituals that they follow strictly. The 5 pillars is the obligation that all Muslims must follow to live a blissful life. The first pillar is Shahada, the profession of faith. The second pillar is Salat, the daily prayers done 5 times a day. The third pillar is Zakat, the pillar of almsgiving. The fourth pillar, Sawn, is about fasting during the month of Ramadan. And lastly, the fifth pillar, Haji, is for pilgrimage to Makkah because it is their mandatory quest as a Muslim to go there at least once in their lifetime if affordable. The Qurban of sacrificing livestock animals are also part of their tradition.
The Muslims are very precise towards their religion, so they praise the Holy Book, which is derived from Allah Himself. revealed to Muhammad when he was in Mecca and Medina. It was completed in the 9th century. There are 114 chapters in total written in the Arabic language. Some excerpts from the Quran are, "The only true faith in God's sight is Islam," which is from Quran 3:19. And another excerpt is, "He that chooses a religion over Islam, it will not be accepted from him, and in the world to come he will be one of the lost," which can be found in Al-Imran 3:85.
The Quran is very controversial towards the role of women than the word of Muhammad. In the early days, women were known to be helpers of Muhammad that spread Islam, but the Quran stated that men is allowed to control their women and forced them to listen, so women are viewed lower than men, which gives them the right to control women.
However, the Quran gives women rights like their rewards and punishment as they deserve, but not because of their gender. Still, women do not get possibility of leadership roles in the community, receiving an education equal of that of males, and engaging in polygamy too.
Islam was also known for their ashrak architecture. It is mainly seen from mosques, tombs, palaces, and forts. It could also be seen through their government facilities. They got their inspiration from the Iranian and Persian architecture during the ancient times.
Similar to Islam, Judaism was a religion that was created earlier. It was a religion that Moses developed. With similar customs, we could say that Judaism influenced Islam based on their rules. Both Muslims and Jews follow the same rules, such as avoiding non-halal food, such as pigs. They would also circumcise, a part of their ritual. They fast. Both their founders had a covenant with God, and most importantly, they were monotheistic.
Islam seems to make quite the tremendous impact on world history as well as present day, mostly from their religion's significance and enormity. About 1/6 of the world's population today are Muslims. There was also a violent time in history when the Crusade Wars happened between the Christians and Muslims. The Christians tried to steal their holy land, and the disagreements caused wars, government issues, and even acts of terror from all sides. Throughout the course of our modern history, the largest impact Islam has left on the world is conceivably the conflict that has emerged, not from Islam alone, but how religions have interacted with it as well as others.
Islam remains as a powerful religion nowadays and will continue to maintain this way in the following decades. It has marked its religion in the 15th century as one of the most powerful religions and will stay as one. This is the history of Islam.
Smoking my lungs, I won't disguise this place. I'm driving